Hey, welcome to another episode of Let's Grow Together podcast. My name is James Gilmore and my wife.
Lynette Gilmore.
And we'd like to thank you for supporting and coming in. This is a very important show. We're going to talk about finances. And we have a special guest today. We're so fortunate to have Mr. Cedric Nash. He's an entrepreneur, he's an investor. He's also the CEO of Black Wealth Summit. And also he has founded the Oakland Consultant Group. And so we'd like to welcome him, your millionaire mentor, Mr. Cedric Nash.
All right.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, good.
You guys happen to catch me out on my yacht. I'm on my yacht with working on some things, so I'm sorry that I'm calling you with my hat on and all casual and stuff like that. But I hope it's not going to bother you or your viewers.
Oh no,
it's okay.
It's fine.
How has your day been?
Oh, it's been good. Just been busy working on things. You know how this boat goes; they always break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And we know you just had the Black Wealth Summit. It came up recently, the end of October. How was that?
Oh, it was incredible. We had over 600 people participate. The energy was high when they left. You know, the energy was high when they got there. I like to say it was higher when they left. You know, Damon John, David Gardner, Angela Yee, and Ayanna Van Zant were incredible. People were completely inspired and motivated and ready to get busy investing.
Yes, I know that was very inspiring because I love watching Ayanna Van Zant, on the OWN network and so forth like that. And that's incredible. And,
she's special. She's incredible.
Yes. Okay. So could you kind of like explain what the Black Wealth Summit is about more?
Yeah, it was a nonprofit organization that I founded that has one objective, and that is to educate, encourage, and expose African Americans to wealth building techniques, resources, and information. So the concept is that we partner with the large financial services firms and Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, Charles Schwab, UBS, New York Life, and like 16 others, Gilead Science, Kaiser, Cigna. We had healthcare companies as well as financial services firms. Raymond James, BMO Harris. They bring their Black wealth advisors to educate African Americans on everything from investing in stocks, in terms of investing in entrepreneurship, getting capital for business, all aspects of growing our wealth. And that's really what the Black Wealth Summit is all about. It's like I said, nonprofit. We don't do this for money. Our prices for our events are very, very nominal, but we add a lot of value.
Wow,
Okay. That's a great event. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead.
Oh no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that sounds like a great event. That's something that I would like to attend next year, if it's available.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. We hope to do this every year. Our sponsors continue to support us and support what we're doing. We're going to continue to do it.
Cool.
All right.
And we know that you have a book that just came out recently in October, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, well,
Yes.
I did a pre-release at the Black Wealth. Yeah, I did a pre-release at the Black Wealth Summit. However, it officially gets released January 17th, 2023. So I did release about 175 books.
Okay.
Yeah, that people purchased, and people are reading it and giving me good feedback, and I'm excited about the response so far.
Looks like
it looked like it broke up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like we have a little bit delay.
Can you still hear us?
I could hear you.
Okay. We can hear you too. The video will come back on your side. Okay.
And we're talking about and we're glad that you're really advocating financial literacy in the Black community. The mistakes that we make as far as building wealth in the Black community. what prevents us from building wealth?
I think the biggest challenge to us building wealth has a lot to do with mindset, and specifically the
Mm,
mindset of patience. Um, and I like to
mm,
say it's planning, it's patience, it's investment intensity, it's investment consistency and time. It's like so often, we invest, but we're not investing a large portion of our income. We're investing a tiny portion of
Yeah.
it, and then at the same times, sometimes
mm,
um, we don't, we're not patient enough because investing takes time for the assets to grow. So that comes about through having the
Mm.
right mentors and having the right people kind of advise them on how long it should take for things to happen. And so,
mhm,
and then, like I said, time and patience. It takes time to build wealth. It takes time for different markets to cycle through. Like right now, we're in a low market, and you've got to be patient in the low market and not give up investing while the market's down, because when the market turns around
mm,
before you know it, and then you're on the wrong side of the market. So it's just some basic
mhm.
fundamental investment principles that I think we're missing. That with the right mentorship and coaching, with which the Blackwell Summit and myself is trying to do personally, I think we can course correct.
Mhm.
Great. And yeah, when you say that, is it, would you say it's about taking risk and so forth like that, really taking risks to invest?
Risk is,
Uh-oh, are you
yeah,
still
there's
here
Yes.
with us? I think you got frozen or something.
Yeah, frozen.
wow, wow, I could see you guys clearly.
So, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, looks like you might be coming back. So, we definitely can't hear you, and
Yeah,
the
we can't.
picture is
It's kind
froze.
of frozen.
So let's try. Maybe you have
It'll
to come back
come back
in,
in.
go out and come back in if you can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
I hope we didn't lose them.
Yeah.
I'm here. I can hear you.
So maybe we should.
Yeah.
All
Oh, you
right.
back.
Sorry about that.
Sorry
We're
about
back.
that.
No
Okay.
problem. I can hear you guys. I can hear you. Maybe it was just
Okay.
frozen or a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Yeah, but you talked about fear of investing. It's like there really should be nothing to be afraid of investing. However, because of lack of experience, we become fearful of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, that's where mentorship, the right mentorship, that's what the Blackwell Summit is really about. It's about connecting people, allowing them to meet their own tribe and learn from like-minded
Mm-hmm.
people so that we can walk through this together. When I talk about my book about how to conquer investment fear, there's several strategies that you use to shore up your confidence while you're investing. One is diversification, right? So not putting all your eggs in one basket. And are you hearing me or am I losing you? Wow, it still seems like we have delays.
Yeah. It was kind
It's
of
breaking
breaking
up a
up a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Right, right. So one
Okay.
is
So.
invest.
Okay.
So one is investment diversification. The other one is basically what they call dollar cost averaging. So investing in small pieces consistently over time. That's one way to eradicate fear and prevent yourself from losing, and keep yourself on the winning side.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
What now? I hear what you're saying about the investing and not investing a small amount, but there are some people who are, they say, "Well, I don't have enough. I just have enough for bills." How? I mean, how can someone like that invest?
Well, the whole point is like, I have a saying that if you can afford to spend, you can afford to invest, right? You can afford to save.
Okay.
All you
Yeah.
got to and save more. So
Mhm.
I do understand that sometimes our resources and our income are allocated to other things that are higher priority, and that's
Yeah.
real. The reality is, most of us could always work more and earn more. So
Mhm.
Mhm.
one of the things I say that if you're real serious about building wealth, if you're real serious about having a high income, you're going to have to really commit a lot of
Mhm.
your free time to working, whether it's a side hustle, until you get your income up to a level, until you get your investments
Mhm.
up to where your investments can do the work. So the whole concept is to continue to work as hard as you can, take that excess cash to pay down a little debt, but more so take that excess cash to invest in assets that could do the work for you over time.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like that. I like that answer because I don't think a lot of people actually think about working more or getting something on the side to invest. So that's
Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
that's
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sad reality is people will do
And
side jobs.
when do you feel it's a good time to really change your job? Kind of go after your passion, really take that risk to move to a high earning job.
Yeah, are you there? Can you hear me? Because I was frozen a little bit. Hello?
I think it kind of froze.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello?
So let's see. Hello. It's kind
A
of
refresh, I
a
guess.
refresh.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-uh.
Oops.
Hello?
Okay, we're here.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Sorry
That's
about
Sorry.
okay.
that.
No problem at all. Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that, you should always be looking for ways to earn more money and to earn money commensurate with what you're worth.
Yeah.
I talk in my book about the different ways to earn more money in your main hustle, in your main job.
Mhm.
Taking on special projects, joining special
Mm.
teams where you get a chance to learn something new. My background in my company is founded on implementing software where companies who employees join these project teams, their salaries were doubling and tripling after they implemented this new software, because now they got
Mm.
a new skill that becomes highly valuable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unfortunately, a
Yeah.
lot of those folks on these project teams did not look like me. Only one or two of them did. So we
Wow.
have to
Right.
raise our hands to join special projects within our companies that are going to
Mm.
give us new marketable skills. We have
Mm.
Yeah.
to constantly be improving our skills, or else we end up
Mm.
becoming obsolete. And
Mm.
Mhm.
and so that's one way, is that join special project teams, take on
Mm.
extra assignments. And
Mm.
like
Yeah.
I said, at the same time, you've got to be willing to work side hustles. The objective
Mhm.
Mm.
is to make as much money in your main hustle and your side hustle so you can invest in your investment hustle. So eventually
Mm.
your investment hustle can do the work and you don't have to do it yourself. That's really what
Mm.
Making Millionaire Money was all about. And that's the process from starting to, from how you start from the bottom and become a millionaire.
Wow.
Wow. I
Wow.
love that
Yeah,
what you
that's great
said.
knowledge. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it because I mean, me and my husband, we're investing right
That's
now.
yeah.
And I recently took on another side hustle. It's in technology, of course, and I know the system. And so I specifically took on this other one just so that I can invest. So I'm doing something right, according to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
That's
you are. The sad reality, though, is a lot of people will take on these side hustles and make extra money, but that extra money end up going to Gucci and
Ah,
not to them,
yeah.
right?
yeah, yeah.
Not to me Inc. So the whole
Yeah.
point is like, yeah, a lot of people get the notion of having to work harder, but
Mm-hmm.
you
Mhm.
also have to take that money and you have to invest it in those things that are going to eventually, get you out the game, out the rat race,
Mm,
and
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
the real difference.
Absolutely
Yeah.
good.
And I don't know if you know Dr. Clark Anderson. He
I
was
do.
talking about
Okay.
he was talking about consumers versus producers. And he talks about how African Americans, we're more consumers than producers. And
Mhm.
that kind of goes with what you said. We don't learn skills to invest in ourselves. We just consume, like you said, Gucci and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
can you kind of expound on that? How
Yeah,
we
well,
want to
there's just
consume.
it's a cultural thing. Part of our
Yeah.
culture gets value from how we are perceived by our own community. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm.
I've heard
Mm.
some preachers on social media say that only poor people buy things to make poor people think they're rich, kind of thing, something along those
Mm.
lines. So the whole
Yeah.
point about it is that we our own community. And so what happens is it's because our self-esteem is attached to these affirmations of success that we
Yeah.
receive from our own community. So
Wow.
the only way to get real rich, or the only way to get rich for real, is that you have to disassociate your self-esteem with how
Mm,
people
Mm.
treat you or look at you. You have to
mm,
focus
Mm.
on accumulating assets that people don't see. I'm talking about apartment buildings. I'm talking about businesses. I'm talking about stocks and bonds. Those are things that
mm.
people can't see, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to take all that money that you spend on the things that people do see and spend it
Mm.
on the things that people don't see that will
Don't
make
see.
you rich for real, right?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
But your self-esteem has to be strong enough to accept the fact that you may not impress anybody with your wardrobe or the car that you're driving or the house
Hmm.
that you're
Yeah.
living in. But I tell people all the time on social media, if you invest in your assets long enough, they'll grow so big that people
Mm.
can't help but see you, right? Before
Yeah.
long,
Wow.
they'll be writing
Yeah.
about you. They'll be talking about you because of the wealth that you created, not
Hmm.
because of not because how wealthy you look.
Hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love that. This is I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of information from this
Yeah.
conversation. I love it.
Yeah. And we have a question by from Mr. Untitled ATL. He said, "How
Okay.
do we get out of the poverty
Poverty
mindset?"
mindset.
It's a great
Okay.
question. I talk about it in my book. You get out of the poverty mindset by number one, changing your environment, changing the
Mm.
people you associate with. I have two sayings people will hear me say all the time. If you want to soar like eagles, you can't hang with turkeys. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Right?
Wow.
So the
Yeah.
whole point is often the people we hang out with causes us to spend more on things that are not important. For
Mm.
example, the group of girlfriends that want to go to brunch every Sunday, or the group of
Mhm.
girlfriends that want to go to Essence when you didn't plan to go to Essence. The next thing you know, you spent $3,000 and $4,000 that you weren't planning to spend.
Wow.
So,
Mm.
but if you hang around those nerd girlfriends that are reading my book or that are sitting at home by the fireplace having a good time at home, not spending their money,
Yeah.
you have a chance of hanging out with those people and learning how to invest and grow your money. So it
Yeah.
really comes around transforming your mindset and your value set around building wealth, and
Mm.
it takes time it takes time for that to happen. And when I wrote the book, I didn't write it to pick on anybody. I was picking on
Okay.
myself. I was actually exploring my own challenges and my own transformations of
Mm.
my own desire for these fancy things and how I've
Mm.
eventually transformed myself into focusing on my assets to the point
Mm.
where I don't have to work anymore. My assets can cover my lifestyle. So that's
Yes.
really where it is, and that's where it comes from. So that's how you do it. So the first thing is you change your environment. The second thing is you change your programming. We're constantly programmed to spin and buy by the things we watch on TV, by the people we associate with, by
Mhm.
what we by the music we listen to, by sometimes even the church we're affiliated with, by our
Mm.
family. They're constantly, and then not to mention the fact that marketers are constantly in our phone telling us we
Yeah.
need something in order to
Yeah.
be okay,
Yeah.
right? We
Yes.
need Louis Vuitton or we need Gucci to be like anybody else, or we're not living unless we're toasting it up in Tulum. So
Yeah.
social
Mm.
media is constantly pushing us to spend. We have to
Yeah.
fight against those things because
Yeah.
all we're doing is putting that money in the hands of millionaires.
Yeah.
So you have to reprogram yourself by reading and watching things that
Yeah.
inspire you to invest. And then
Yeah.
the
Wow.
third thing you have to do is you have to just get busy doing it. Start investing, start learning. And
Mm.
within
Mhm.
time and consistency, your mindset can change. But if you
Mm.
continue to, like I said, hang out with turkeys, you'll never fly.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, great. I love this. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, and that's true. And I'm from an HBCU, Norfolk State University,
Okay.
and yeah, and
I know that is.
oh, you know what?
Okay.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
Norfolk,
yeah, yeah.
Virginia.
I'm an Alpha. I used to hang out at the Alpha House down there. I was in the military at Fort Eustis down in
Ah,
Wow.
yeah,
okay,
not too
Wow.
far.
okay,
So I know exactly where Norfolk State is. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and like myself and many other, college students, we deal with, trying to pay tuition, and then after we graduate, we have these student loans, and
Hmm.
how do we overcome those things? It's kind of overwhelming, after we leave college.
Yeah.
How can we really, pay those down so
I,
we don't
I
have to worry
love that
about
you said that because I'm going to write some articles about student loan debt because my real honest opinion is quit tripping over student loan debt. That's good debt. I
Mm,
think
it?
any debt that you take that increases your income or
Mm-hmm.
that can appreciate in value and generate income is good debt. So, first thing
mm,
is to stop beating yourself up over it. And number
Mm-hmm.
mm,
two, just get it on a pay cycle. Pay the minimum and a little bit more as early as you can. Stop deferring it. Stop building up the snowball,
Mm-hmm.
right?
mm,
So just basically pay it consistently, put out an automatic payment program, and
Mm-hmm.
and stop tripping on it. What you want to
Yeah.
do is you want to get the rest of your money working on assets because assets are the things that make you wealthy. When you own a whole bunch of
mm,
assets, you end up becoming wealthy. When we continue to pay debt, Dave Ramsey got our whole community tripping about paying all your debt off. Your assets will pay your debt off,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
focus on assets, your assets can grow and generate income and pay off those debts. I'll give you an
Mm,
example. I
Mm.
purchased a multifamily property in 2003 in Washington D.C. I purchased two of them, one in Jersey and one in D.C. Paid
mm,
$484,000 for it, right?
Mm.
So today that property is worth about 1.2 to 1.3 million. It's
Mm.
just been
wow.
about 19 years. So if I had a
Wow.
Wow.
$300,000 student loan debt, right?
Mm.
By now my student loan would probably be somewhere close to 150 to 200,000. Well,
Mm.
I've
Mm,
got over $1 million in equity in that property
Wow. That's
because I
smart.
focused on the asset,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? I created equity. If I wanted
Mm.
to pay off that asset, I could take out $200,000, pay off the loan, and let the tenant pay it back.
Mm.
So the
Mm,
thing that I'm talking about, and I'm trying to teach our community to do, is focus on the assets, right?
mm,
Accumulate assets. That's what make you rich. So of course, you don't want to grow your debt. You want to keep your debt going down, but you don't
Mm-hmm.
want to overdo it and spend all your money on debt because the last thing I'm going to say about this is that one of the things that traumatizes our community is that we increase our debt, we lower
Mm.
our debt. We increase our
mm,
debt, we lower our debt, and we go nowhere. My whole
mm,
point is let's stop increasing our debt. Let's start paying our debt down, right? Let's fight to not get debt when we don't have to. Let's also not get bad debt, which is debt that's not tied to any asset or anything that produces income or appreciate. Let's focus on good debt. When you buy debt for an apartment house, that's good debt. When you get debt
mm,
for a house, that's good debt. When you get debt for education, that's good debt. When you get debt for your business, that's good debt, right? Anything tied to something that holds value or increases in value is good debt. Any
mhm,
debt tied to something that holds no value is bad debt. Let's basically eliminate that. Let's get busy getting in good debt, like
mhm,
uh, like the former congressman said. Let's get in some good trouble out of Atlanta. I can't pull his name off the top of my head, but the whole point is, it's like let's focus on that. Let's not grow our debt, but let's not be overly focused on debt. Let's not spend our entire 30 to 43-year working life paying
mm,
down somebody's debt. Let's get
Mm.
busy buying some assets. That's what's going to
Yeah.
make you rich and keep you rich. And now that's what's going to give you generational wealth because it's those
Yeah.
assets that you passed on, right?
Mm.
You don't pass on your
mm,
income,
Mm.
right? We're chasing income and lifestyle. You can't pass your lifestyle to your next generation. You can't pass your income, but you can
Mm.
pass your assets. That's generational wealth.
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. And
Cool.
and that was like one of the next things that I was going to ask is basically how can Black Americans build wealth for future generations,
Right.
generational wealth.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, generational wealth, often you hear our community, you hear various people talk about something and they say generational wealth at the end of the sentence as if they said something. Well, generational wealth, often we think generational wealth is an amount of money, and generational wealth is not an amount of money. Generational wealth is you don't have to have hundreds of million to have generational wealth is what I mean. You can pass $10,000. If that next generation turned that 10,000 to 20,000, you have generational wealth. So the key to generational wealth is having enough wealth to pass one or two generations, but also it's about having the wherewithal and having the ability to educate each generation on how to grow the wealth that was left behind, right? So if you have a father, a great grandfather, this happens. A lot of old black men bought houses. They didn't make much money, but they may buy 5 houses for each one of their kids. And when they die, they leave a house for each kid. But if all 5 of those kids sells those houses to go buy Gucci and go travel, there's no generational wealth, right? Because the family grew some wealth and then the next generation lost it all for the next generation to build it up again. No, the name of the game is to build up your wealth to generate income so that your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids can live off the income and continue to build the wealth. That's what generational wealth is. And so the name of the game is, well, number one, we have to understand how to build it. Number two, we have to understand how to teach the next generation how to grow it and how we can build up that income so that we can pass it on from generation to generation.
Wow. Wow, that's some good information and a new definition for me to understand generational wealth. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And we have another question from Mr. Untitled. He says, I got stuck.
Okay, there it is.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to this question. Can we embody being a millionaire without being one just yet?
Yes. Yes, you can. And my attitude is a millionaire is really more of a mindset and the way that you value your money. I hope I haven't lost you. But being a millionaire is how you value your money, not worship it. I mean, value it. I mean, how you treat it like a tool to make more money versus
it's kind of freezing up.
Okay.
One.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? I think there's a delay.
We're gonna come
right back. Sorry.
What's that one? Yeah, remove that one. Okay.
Are you there?
You removed them.
Oh, we're back. We can hear you, but we can't see your video.
Okay. I can see you guys.
Yes. Uh-oh.
So we still couldn't.
Can you hear us?
I can.
Some people say that they.
Hello?
All right. Are you there?
I'm here. Yes.
Okay.
So we was back to the question. We really didn't get to hear you explain that.
Right. Well, so how you embody being a millionaire without actually being one yet? I think that's an excellent question. The reality is embodying a millionaire is really embodying a millionaire's mindset and its values. And like I said, I have my Millionaire Money Moves wealth building system, which is really around developing a millionaire mindset, adopting millionaire values, and making millionaire money moves. And the reality is that once you transform your mindset and you start acting in ways that millionaires do, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before your income grows. It's a matter of time before your assets appreciate. So, what I mean by that is you don't have to be a millionaire to practice living within your means. You don't have to be a millionaire without saving up your money and investing it in stocks or investing it in real estate. These are the processes. This is the process. When you follow the process over time, because you're accumulating assets, those assets go up in value, and then your net worth crosses the millionaire status. That's really all it's about. So the name of the game is to align your mindset and your values and your practices in a fashion that you know are going to get you there. And then it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like it's all about mindset and kind of expanding. What do you say? Like expanding your mind, expanding your skills, like you said earlier, in order for you to go in that avenue or that avenue to get there.
I'll say it another way. It's like there are several paths in life, right? There's the millionaire paths, and there's what I call the millionaire paths. When you start making millionaire money moves, when you start getting on the path that will get you to becoming a millionaire, it's just a matter of time. It's just like saying, when I'm on the right road, if I'm in Miami, Florida, like I am right now, and I'm trying to get to San Francisco, once I know I'm on the right road and I continue down that road, it's just a matter of when I'm going to get there. It's not a matter of if. What I'm trying to say is most people aren't even on the road to the destination that they aspire to be. And that's the issue. So you can embody getting to San Francisco by getting on the path to San Francisco. And within my book, I'm teaching them how to get on the path to becoming a millionaire. Then it's just a matter of time.
Wow, I love that. Okay.
And we like to, thank you for, this opportunity to, hear your wisdom and your knowledge about these things, because it's very important that, especially in the Black community, that we learn these things, because it's kind of been hidden, from us for a while. And I wish in school, we could learn more about these things, instead of having to learn on our own after, we leave college and we leave high school. But it's great.
You got the Black Wealth Summit. That's what we're here for. We're here to teach these principles. We've got my platform, Millionaire Money Moves, my books. Why should white guys have all the wealth, and how you can become a millionaire starting from the bottom. I'm writing series of books teaching people how to get on the millionaire path. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm not trying to get them on the millionaire path because it's sexy, because it's cool, because it's something to kind of get people's attention. I'm saying that because in order to be financially comfortable, in order to be financially independent in the future, and to have the time to have the opportunity to spend your time on this earth, giving your gifts and talents to the world, it's going to require that you become a millionaire. It's just that simple. And I explain that in the book, and I explain why. So that's why, and that's why I'm committed to teaching people how to get there.
Again.
I guess we can stay connected. Okay, we have a few questions too.
Okay.
Okay, and Mr. Nash, can you hear us? Because we can't.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
A little bit. Look like it froze again.
We're gonna refresh it again.
Yeah, we'll get right back on track here. And 1 second, guys. You guys have some good questions
Thank you
in
for
here
the question.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get to the rest of your questions in here. Appreciate y'all for watching.
Take us off right here. Got
I
it.
can hear you guys.
Got it. Come back. All right, I think we're back.
Yeah.
All right, so I think your picture is frozen, but I hope you can hear us.
I can hear you.
Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
And here's the thing. I think everyone can probably see us, but we can't hear Mr. Nash. So can you put in the comments what you guys see right now?
Yeah, let us know if we can still see you. Man, you can still see us up here.
Okay. It's our end because you guys may see us clear, but we cannot.
Yeah, we can't see.
Yeah, we can't hear Mr. Nash. So if we ask him a question, we don't know if he's talking or if he stopped or anything like that.
Can you hear me
So
now?
we do apologize.
We apologize.
So just bear with
Can you
us
hear me now?
one moment here.
The connection's really bad, so I need to get back.
There you go.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Sorry. Can you hear us, Mr. Nash?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
We're about oh, we're breaking up. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And we have another question about Mr. Untitled ATL. How can we go about finding the right mentor?
Well, the right mentor is, first of all, you have to really understand what you're looking for a mentor to do and what type of mentor you're looking for. I think that sometimes, I hear people trying to sell their services as a mentor online. But often, if they don't know your industry, they really can't help you. Like I've had friends or people that want to be mentors to people in industries that they have no background in, so they can't really help you that much. But there are plenty of places to find mentors. I mean, you could find them at country clubs, you could find them at nonprofit organizations, charitable organizations. A lot of mentors who are successful and have retired are like to give their time and give back in different ways. So I write about it in my book. I have a whole chapter titled "How to Find a Millionaire Mentor." So if you get a chance, you should pick the book up. Why should white guys have all the wealth, and how you can become a millionaire starting from the bottom? But you've got to really find a way to engage them. You also have to understand when you find a mentor that they're busy, that they don't have time to often respond to you. So you have to be very persistent, and you have to be respectful of their time, and try to find a time where try to find an opportunity where you can fit into their schedule to where they can mentor you. And you got to be consistent. And whenever they give you advice, you got to give it a try. A lot of people will sit and meet with mentors and they'll take their advice, but they won't do anything with it. And then mentors get discouraged, or they're no longer interested in mentoring you because they don't think you're real serious. Yeah. So, you have to really strike that balance. But I break down all the tips in my book on how to find the right mentor, and also how to develop the right mentor-protege relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Great. And where can we find a book in order to purchase?
My book is on pre-order. Yeah, my book is on pre-order at Amazon. Okay. It's on pre-order at Amazon, but it won't be released until January 17th is the official release date. Okay. So you can go ahead and order a pre-order copy of it.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and could you, when you get a chance, give us the link so we can put in our descriptions here. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And so we appreciate your time. We know you have a busy schedule, and we appreciate you just taking this moment to share your wisdom and knowledge with us. And we hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Let's stay on for a second.
All right, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all enjoyed finances, and we appreciate y'all for coming in and giving your questions. It's very important that we learn these things. And what you want to add to that?
I just wanted to basically say that it was a privilege to have Mr. Nash here to share such great information, because it's not every day you get to talk to someone like this.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate his knowledge and the things that he wants to do for the Black community. Yeah. So I appreciate that.
And so appreciate y'all for watching. This has been Let's Grow Together podcast. And my name is James Gilmore Jr. and my wife,
Lynette Gilmore.
Appreciate y'all for watching. Peace.
Bye.